is only apt for me to follow after Michael. Good afternoon, everyone. As business leaders and owners, we strive for excellence and success. We usually manage KPIs or metrics and always manage people to achieve the success. But what if a metric-driven approach alone is not sufficient to be successful? There's a secret tool that we all have that we seldom use, and that tool is called a vision. My name is Vijay, and I'm currently a site leader at an Amazon fulfillment center. My fulfillment center is 890,000 square feet in size, which for context is 16 football fields put together. We process 6 million units a week and up to 9 million units during peak season. 3,000 plus associates and over 80 managers and 60 support staff work to make these volume commitments. However, last year, we had trouble in hitting our volume commitments. Our inbound department, which is the department responsible for receiving inventory on time from vendors, struggled to hit our volumes, and we were missing it 18 out of the first 26 weeks. This was just a 30% success rate, which was extremely low. This resulted in a lot of overtime for associates and transfer of volume between sites, which was very expensive. Now, looking at why we were missing, there were a lot of causes for missing volume, such as mechanical breakdown, lack of tools and supplies, misplaced inventory, and so on. And just when we thought we would solve one problem, another problem would arise, and we were just chasing one problem after the next. During this time, I was in the outbound department as a senior operations manager, the department responsible for picking, packing, and shipping items to customers on time. Although I was not a direct influence in this particular problem, I watched my inbound peers always on calls with the regional director explaining why we were missing volumes. We even had external consultants come to our site and help out, but that was to no avail because the results did not improve. Overall, the entire morale of the inbound department was completely low. Now, having worked in inbound department myself in my early part of Amazon career, I knew this was not simply a technical problem to solve, but this was a leadership problem to solve. And that's when I stepped in. What was missing from all of this was a vision. And so I decided that a bold vision was necessary to turn things around. And so my bold vision was that we would process 1 million units in a 24-hour period. Now, hitting 1 million units was not easy. Only 3 out of 100 sites in North America actually get to hit 1 million units in a given year. Now, for context, during this time, we were processing around 500,000 units. So hitting 1 million units was twice the volume that we were hitting. To be strategic, I had to be strategic because there was a significant risk in having such a bold vision. The risk is we could just miss this vision, and it can further demoralize the entire team. And so, to be strategic, I chose the date when we were going to hit this 1 million units. There was a calendar that we had in the main office. I took a sticky note, and I wrote 1 million units inbound, and I stuck it on a date which was July 23rd, 2024. And the reason I did that was because Prime Day, which is an annual sales event that happens in Amazon, happens on the second week of July. So Prime Day would have been over, the shelves would be relatively emptier, making it easy for us to store inventory, and that's why I chose the date. Coincidentally, it was also our general manager's birthday on that day, and he had just submitted his resignation, so I thought this would also be a good parting gift for him. Now, the journey to hit 1 million units began. I first had to get my inbound senior operations manager, my peers, on board with the vision. I kept repeating it to themselves anytime I got, either on passing, sometimes as a joke, just to make them believe that we are going to hit 1 million units. Once I got my inbound peers on board, the vision triggered and went down to the operations managers, to the area managers, and to the process assistants. The inbound team took this vision and set a plan so detailed that every failure mode was considered and actions were created. In short, a playbook on how to hit 1 million units was created. Now, this playbook has things such as, if there was a mechanical breakdown, instead of waiting for the maintenance department to come and fix it, we found creative solutions on how to keep processing. If there were upstream issues or capacity issues, we found ways to increase capacity. And many other actions were added. Now, although the operations team led this playbook, the support teams also stepped into the vision. For instance, HR sent messages on our internal app that we have to all the associates, getting them prepared for hitting 1 million units. So messages were sent such as, show up to work. We're going to create some history. We're going to create some records to motivate a lot of associates. IT and maintenance teams ramped up their preventive maintenance efforts to make sure there was no breakdown on that day. Procurement ensured that tools and supplies were on hand and we did not run out. And all of these actions brought associates a part of this vision to hit 1 million units. And so the day came, July 23rd, 2024. I had never seen associates so pumped up to come to work than that day. We had targets for every hour of the day. And with each passing hour, we were exceeding those targets. And I truly started to believe we were indeed going to hit 1 million units. And as we were going through this, this was around 6 p.m. on that day where I was walking back from the floor to my office, and I saw an associate who came in from night shift, and he stopped me and asked me, Vijay, where are we at? And I told him, we're at 800K. His name was Eddie. And when I said it, and he said, 200K left, that's it? We got this. And when I heard Eddie, I was impressed that the vision had gone all the way to him, and Eddie is now part of the vision. And just by hearing how much we had done, he projected confidence that we are indeed going to do this. And Eddie was right. We not only hit 1 million units a day, we hit 1.12 million units on that day, 120,000 more than what we were planning for. A new site record was created. We celebrated after the fact with this banner that we created and hung in the entrance of the FC that says, congratulations, 1 million units, with the date, July 23rd, 2024. And we also created these T-shirts and gave it to all the associates in the facility to celebrate the moment. Now that we hit 1 million units, was that the end of the vision? The answer was no. The success continued from 1 million through the rest of the year because hitting 1 million gave us so much momentum. The mere action on the exercise of creating a playbook, putting actions in place, and seeing the result increased ownership at all levels. So for the rest of the year, from a 30% success rate, we had a 92% success rate for the rest of this year. And this success also transferred to the outbound department, where we wanted to hit 700K units in one particular day, and we hit it not in one, but 3 days in a row, with each day higher than the previous day. My site was the highest volume producing site in all of 2023 to all of 2024 peak, where we did 12% more volume with 18% less resources. The lesson I learned from all of this is within the spirit of me to we. The vision that was created by me transformed into actions from a collective we. The vision increased ownership at all levels that gave us the success that we had never seen before. I understood and I realized the power one person could hold in an organization to affect change by setting a vision and bringing everybody on board. And that person who can do that is who we refer to as a leader. Thank you.